Hey guys, sorry about the bumpiness, but I'm walking. So I just had this really interesting revelation, which isn't really new to me, I don't think, but it kind of just hit me a bit harder than what I've been aware of in the past, and that is that when you try to do multiple things at once, you can end up doing none of them particularly well. And I know this is not a new concept, and it's not even a new concept to me, but I've just experienced a really good example of how this plays out in my life. So, I'm the kind of person who always likes to please other people and do my best to help other people. I like to think anyway. And so that's where sometimes doing too much can become unproductive. And today that really played out because I have decided to cram way too much stuff into today. The first one is I went to work in a co-working space with my business partner, and that was cool, and we worked on our client stuff, and it was good, but I knew that I was going to be leaving the office this afternoon by like 2:30, which is not long after lunch, so it's not very long to get a lot of stuff done. I'm just at the train station, so I'm going to stop here. And then, so I left there at 2:30, and then I got on the train, which is in itself something else that takes a lot of time. And then I came to my volunteering gig, which is probably took me 40 minutes on the train. And then I spent about, probably not even an hour, it's usually a 4-hour shift, and I spent 50 minutes maybe at this shift. And I'm just in the process of leaving now to go to catch the train again to the other side of town to meet my husband and go to a class tonight all about dog agility, because we're starting to take our dog to agility classes, which starts tonight. So in the end, I've spent all this time running around today and really not doing anything particularly effectively. Hopefully the agility class tonight will be good, because it's a structured thing. It's not something that I have to get value out of myself. But my point is, I've spent all of this time today doing everything that I could, all the activity that I could, to try and be useful. And in the end, I don't think I did any of it particularly well. I didn't settle in enough in my job to focus. I didn't spend long enough at my volunteering gig to really be able to help as much as I would normally. And I've spent several hours traveling, which is not ideal either. So the other learning that I've had is that I think I like I like distraction, and this is something that I'm working through at the moment. I think sometimes I like to, or not that I consciously like to, but maybe subconsciously run to distraction when I'm afraid of something. And this is something I could unpick a whole lot more, which I won't right now because my train's coming. But I thought it was something that was worth sharing, because I think a lot of people probably experience this as well, maybe not to the extreme that I do, I think, but it's something that I intend to work on a lot more and try and simplify my focus and do one thing well, instead of trying to do 3 or 4 things at the same time, which incidentally spreads across lots of other areas in my life. Just pick one per day and try and do that really well. So if this applies to you, if this is something that resonates with you, I'd love to hear from you. If you've dealt with this, I'd love to hear how you've dealt with it. If you're facing it right now, or maybe you didn't know you were facing it and this video's prompted some thoughts for you, I'd love to hear about that. So I gotta go because my train's coming, but I will see you again tomorrow in the next video. Happy VEDA!